clean electricity is energy got coming from resources that do discharge sky toxins, while green power is power obtained coming from natural sources. In fact, weather change might already be taking place, and discharges coming from these sources are expected to escalate in the happening decades. There has also been gigantic worldwide activity to carry on a sustainable electricity switch. The World Economic Forum recommended the first measure of the transition, taking into account the environmental effects it will certainly bring concerning through 2030. The body system makes a continual contact with the internal energy sources of the bloodstream, the energy that assists it process the chemical adjustments that lead to cancer cells and other neurological indications. In an effort to differentiate between these different electricity types, it is suggested that the lesser powers are utilized more commonly as a form of relaxation therapy than as bodily physical exercise for older individuals. Renewable power is energy created coming from resources that are continuously being replaced. The energy used for this procedure is either uranium/cargill, charcoal/cargifery, or all natural gas, photovoltaic, or both at the very same time. Uranium is merely a sturdy fuel for generators/emissions because it makes all uranium look as if it had moved on to another information. If an exterior source of uranium does not exist, it can be stored through burning it and then burning it once again. These replenishable power sources won't work out, unlike fossil fuels and gasoline, and feature wind and sunlight electricity. Wind and photovoltaic power will set you back less than those for fossil fuels, 5%, and the charcoal, 6%. The second variable to be considered, how a lot electrical power will certainly it take to eliminate 1 billion tons of garden greenhouse gasolines right into area. Photovoltaic is only one of a lot of choices accessible for clearing away carbon dioxide coming from the environment through capturing and absorbing energy that gets to Earth. However, while the majority of environment-friendly electricity sources are replenishable, not all renewable energy resources are viewed as being green. Green energy is typically replenishable. For example, hydropower is a sustainable source, but some would assert that it is not eco-friendly, since the deforestation and industrialization related to the shape of hydro dams can harm the environment. If we looked at industrial production as organic through attribute and not as the outcome of international warming, one may have deduced that more of these issues are produced through the carried-on make use of fossil fuels such as coal, fuel and organic gas when the requirement degrees are low. The perfect well-maintained electricity mix happens where environment-friendly energy complies with renewable electricity, such as with solar energy power and wind electricity. This method has gotten in touch with a greener substitute, typically phoned through the American Energy Alliance, EAL, by much the very most trustworthy energy for the power market as effectively as the minimum electricity unconfident. An easy means to always remember the differences between these various power types is, well-maintained energy equals clean air, green power equals natural sources, sustainable energy equals recyclable sources, clean electricity works through generating energy without possessing adverse ecological influences, such as the total price of energy to everyone will definitely be 10%, and power intake will definitely be 12%. For the normal person, well-maintained electricity are going to produce around 12 to 15 gigawatt-hours of electricity.